The sieges of Limerick between 1169 to 1210 were some of the toughest and hardest sieges the Normans had faced against the Gaelic Irish. Very early on, because of the politics between the High King of Ireland, Rory O'Connor, and Henry II, the O'Briens had to hand it over to the Fitzgeralds. However, the O'Briens would be very quick to take it back off of the Fitzgeralds, and from then on the O'Briens would make sure that Limerick Castle would become one of the most fortified castles in Ireland at the time. The O'Briens would also bring in scorched earth policy, destroying and burning all the farmland in Limerick. The O'Briens would use Clare to do all their farming, to produce all food for them and the citizens of Limerick. This would force the Normans, who were sieging them at the time, to have to go back to Dublin during the winter months. It also didn't help as well that any cargo and wagons going from Dublin to Limerick would constantly be attacked and harassed by the Hobbler men and the Kerns, who would attack their supplies and bring it back to Clare for the O'Briens to enjoy and eat for themselves. This side is Limerick and this side is Clare. Limerick settlement is located here, and any time they would cross over, the settlers of Limerick would attack the English and the Normans trying to cross over. Although the English and the Normans were able to completely siege them from both the Clare side and from the Limerick side as well, they were still able to get supplies from Clare to Limerick City by just using the river up and down here, making it difficult to completely siege them. Plus, on top of that, the English and the Normans, to attack the actual Limerick Castle and Limerick City, would have to cross over this river, which is a complete nightmare. And the O'Briens had one final dirty trick. When they knew the following day the English and the Normans would eventually be able to cross through and be able to hop over the walls of Limerick, what they did the night before was just burn the whole settlement, destroying as much as possible and denying the Normans and the English the Limerick settlement. This would force the Normans and the English, because they had no food of their own, to have to return to Dublin again and again. It's not until about 1210 that eventually, finally, the Normans and the English are eventually able to both capture and hold Limerick City for themselves.